Hey, this is Kevin here from NC South. We empower your business by partnering with you to implement the best no-code solutions for your needs. I've been recently working on a client project where we were leveraging the button functionality in SmartSuite and also integrating with make.com. I wasn't quite sold on the default behavior, so made a few tweaks, and I think you might find it useful for your own implementations. So yeah, stick around and I'll run you through how and what I did. All right, let's start off by just running through the setup of what we've got. So we're in SmartSuite at the moment, so we've just got an invoice with some invoice line items. I've created a dummy demo invoice, just given a title, status, due date, link to a project and a client, a couple of line items, invoice total, and then created the button here. I won't go into details of this. I suppose there's plenty of info online on how to do that, but in essence, it's sending out a request to a webhook in Make and just passing this record ID over. So looking at what we've got in Make, like I say, there's a webhook that will then receive that request, get that invoice, do a bit of magic, and create a invoice from a template in Google Docs, which we've got here. Real basic, just for showing you the main idea behind this. So what will happen once we click the button in SmartSuite, it'll trigger the make scenario, create that invoice, and then attach it back into SmartSuite. All right, so let's start off by looking at the default button behavior when we're triggering those make scenarios. So we've got the button here, click, we get this message accepted straight away. So as a user, you think everything is all done, but the scenario might still be running in the background. And then, yep, all of a sudden that pops up. So first step, I think, would be to, at the very minimum, add a webhook response in here with some message to give the user an idea that that scenario is completed. So we'll send something back just to notify the user that the scenario is complete. So trigger that again. Now you'll notice that this tab shows loading and there's no message yet. Already a little bit better for the user. And then we see complete. So close that, and that's updated. I think that number has changed there. But then I started thinking, how can I take this to another level? And that's where I started playing around with some HTML. So this is something I prepared earlier. We will save that, save the scenario, jump back into SmartSuite, and now we run that scenario again. See, you still get the loading. So as a user, you see that something is actually happening. And we get this nice little message from the HTML, and we can close the tab, go back, and you see that number changed again. So there's a new invoice created. So this is all, I think, quite, from a user perspective, quite a step up from what we had before. But the other thing I noticed is that we could also leverage that behavior for some error handling. So if we jump back in here and let's say we mess around just for sort of demo's sake, just pick a random record that obviously it won't find. But then you can right click, add an error handler in here, and we'll do the webhook response. Let's say we know it's not going to find it, but you can use any code here, really, 307 even. I'll just grab my error message. Again, HTML, or you can just have the something has happened type response, but the HTML looks a bit nicer. Save that. So now we expect this to fail because we're just pointing to some random record which wouldn't match the ID. Run the scenario. And there you go. And this can be tailored to whatever the error is that you're expecting to get, and you can put multiple ones throughout your scenario. But from a user's perspective, a lot cleaner, a lot more friendly, and yeah, I think it can add quite a bit of value to your users. So there you go. I hope you found that useful. Like I said, I think that sort of improves the user experience quite a bit. If you've got any questions around this, feel free to reach out. I'll put a link to the website down below. Or if you need help implementing something similar in your own solution and you don't know where to start or how to approach it, feel free to reach out. You can book a free discovery call on the website as well. All right. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, goodbye.